Okay, this is the opening trading strategy for the day. So the dash lines beginning of the day. Again, this stuff at the beginning just kind of ignore. Um, there's a blue triangle here and a black triangle here, but this is like the opening information. So really, your first you ignore the opening, and so this is really your first double volume, black and blue, and this is your second one, blue and blue. So you got your opening peak and your opening valley, and somewhere above it you put an OCO order in. This would be um, it goes something like that. So you go a little ways above it, and then you have your once you see this. So you wait till you see this, and then you go somewhere below it. Or boink, boink, right? So you put an OCO order in. If it goes above this line, called a buy stop, you'd enter. Or if it goes below this line, you put a buy stop and enter. And so the first thing that happened was it went. So here's where the order was placed after the second valley. First peak, first valley. Put your order in, and now it starts playing in between, and it rises above this buy stop, and we entered in, and this purple line right here, right? Well, I was hoping it would so it would enter in. You got a bunch of these blue dudes coming up, and it broke through, and I thought it would keep on going up, but it reached the top, and anyways, you notice below you have this black line here. It's a black top. So I entered in. I entered in right there on the green. The next one was a red candle, and it started on the way down. And I noticed the black top, and it's like I got out here. So I got out pretty quickly. And what it is I put in a sell stop here. So this is really I did kind of good. I had the order in ahead of time. I wasn't chasing it, and it went up. And then after it filled, I put my sell stop to go below this line here, right? So this is what saved me. So I put a sell stop here, and it filled. So that saved my stop loss, right? So it was 89 to, I don't know, so something like a 0.5% loss, which is good. So that's really important to do, is like when you first enter a trade, you can put some stop losses in there if it doesn't go up. So that's a new strategy for opening. On opening trades, make sure you put a stop loss in there, or be prepared to do a quick market trade. I can't remember what I did. So what I told you last week was not true. Sorry, I'm telling myself anything. So I told you to find the first peak and first valley and use that to enter the trade. And I think it's even if we would have got the third one, right? If we would have gone, like, here's some volume stuff happening. You got a green and blue. So this, it really seems like an uptrend to me. So you got this guy here and that guy there. There's your high, and then your higher high. It looks like it's going up. At any rates, so I missed out. Now the question is, how do you get in? Well, this is the lower low, 1, 2, 3, and you notice it come back down and it hits this lower low and flat lines. It's trying to figure out, should I go down or up, and it did go down. So this support line right here could have been another place to put in your OCO order in this level here, and then this level up there. Well, it broke through here and went on down, and now we got to the spot where we need to find the bottom. So there's a whole bunch of indicators that this is the bottom. There's 6 indicators. First of all, can you see that arrow there? You can barely see that arrow right there. That's one arrow that we've reached the bottom. My program put that arrow in there. You shouldn't just go totally on those arrows though. Second thing is this diagonal resistance line right there. See how it broke through there? It crossed over the diagonal resistance line. That's one key to tell you. Although you still don't know whether the trend's going to be downtrend or uptrend, or if this is a reversal. So the diagonal resistance line and the up arrow is two keys. The second thing you should really note is these the blue triangles. Come on, oval. See all those? Blue triangle, blue triangle, blue triangle. There's tons of blues. And that's telling you that there's going to be a reversal. Basically, when you see all these blues, it's reversal. That's basic double volume Toby theory. And we're in a series of red. So that's number 3. We're in a series of reds down, and here's your first green to reverse. So when you see this green reverse, that's a good time to, my program's telling you this is a reversal line, and my program puts this green line here, that's telling you reversal line. So that's, my program's telling you you could put a stop here. When you see these green lines here, and you're on a downslope, you see a green line, you can put an enter stop value right at the level there, at this black line right there. That's saying if it reverses and comes back up, you automatically come in. Well, it keeps on going down, and now a second green line comes in, so you can put another buy stop line, and that one cancels out. Well, now look what happens. It did reverse this time, and by golly, if we would have put that in there, we would have got an up trade. Okay. So here's the up trade riding it up, and so I want to talk to you about the second thing is about riding up the wave. So I have a better example of riding a wave up here. So I want to look at it. Give me a second. There we go. Something like it's pretty good, but let's see. All right. All right. So here's what I did. How to get into the shoot. Sorry, guys. So what you have is it comes down and then it starts going up on a long downtrend. And this is sort of a squeeze. It's going up and then this is coming down. See the peak here, and it kind of goes down, a peak there, another peak. So you got this green trend line going down, yet you have this trend line going up. So this is sort of a squeeze play. And then here's another squeeze play, squeezing a double. So that's a double squeeze, suicide squeeze, whatever. And you can see I put this is an OCO order in here, and here, and it continues to squeeze down. So we can continue to put these OCO orders in an upper limit and a lower limit. And anyway, so what we're doing is we're putting these upper diagonal resistance and a lower diagonal support, and it broke through right in there, right? So this is the broken resistance. There's these down lines, diagonal lines here, and the price broke above it. And so what I did then, this is the line to break. Now you got a horizontal line, and so I put in my order in. I put a buy stop in right there. So this is a peak. It comes back down, and notice there's a black top here. So it's going to come back down. So I have my buy stop order in, and it came up here and hit it. That's the buy stop. So that's a really good enter point, and I hope that makes sense how to enter that. And now we need to zoom in. So once we've entered, we got to figure out where to exit. Now this blue line up here is a really good exit line, and the reason is because it was created that day right back here. That is at in the opening. So going back here to our entry point, this tells you that we can go from here 2086 to possibly up to here 2105, so that should be about a 1% gain. And it's on an upslope and heading up to that upper resistance line. So my entry was like right in here, and then you can see these black tops, so it's not unusual to see it coming back down. Again, entry, I got my black top, it's going to come back down below my entry, and that's typical. And so if it goes below this line here, it might be a good time to get out, and so you can start out putting a stop here, and 2078 to 85, so you'd lose 7 cents, maybe 0.3% loss if it would have come down below. See, this is the bottom of the initial big candle, and you put your stop a little bit below that. And anyways, turns out that level point right there is or that one even is a good. Okay, we'll just watch it. So this is a low point, and then it comes back up, so that's a valley, right? So peak, valley, peak, and once we've reached this peak, now we've got it confirmed that this is an actual valley. So anyways, so we start here, and now about this time when we reach this peak, we know that that is a real valley. So now we can raise our stop loss, which is called a sell stop, from here to there. We have to, that valley, put it down a little bit lower, and what we're trying to do is get to the point where we can slowly raise the stop up to our enter point, and then we should hold it at our enter point. So now we come up, and now it's coming back down again. This is another valley, but we don't know if it's a confirmed valley or not, because there you can see it a little bit better. So here's you see these blues here? Those are generally a good sign that hey, we're going to a peak. What's scary about this one is you got a blue, a black, and a blue. This could be like a big turnaround time, a reversal of trend. So we got to be a little bit careful here. Well, it comes back down. Here's a valley, but we haven't confirmed a valley. Now it goes back up, and now we got 3 blues in a row. So that's definitely a peak. But now that this is a peak, this is sort of a confirmed valley. So now we can raise our stop level up again to, I rose it up to here, from here to there, because now we know this is a peak because we see the blue triangle. So we can raise it up. I probably could have raised it up higher. That's quite a ways below the valley. Anyways, I was a little bit worried about all these blue triangles. So anyways, it comes back down. This is a valley, but we haven't confirmed it yet. And then it comes back, starts going back up again, right? So now once it starts going up and I see my first blue triangle, or actually I see a blue triangle here and the next one's green, now I can raise my stop level up again. So I raise my stop level up again, right? And up to here. Now I want to point out something, is that this is a blue triangle, so that and my entry point. So this could be viewed as a really good support level. So these trends might come back down to that support level. The other thing to note is that we got a black triangle here, and it comes down and it reaches that there, comes back down, reaches that level there. So we got 3 points, a black triangle there and there. That forms a good resistance line. So the lesson here that I learned the hard way was that's a good resistance line, and I probably shouldn't raise my stop up to that level. And I did raise my stop up to the level, and what happened was that resistance line was hit again, and I exited out because I raised my stop here. Yeah. So it was a valley, and then a confirmed valley. So I raised it up. That was a valley, and or right about there I raised it up, and it came down and hit it, and then it went back up again. I should have waited. So that's raising the bar. So anyways, I wanted to do that video.